Hey, what's going on, YouTubers and subscribers? It's Optimus Tron here. Know it's been another long while since I made a video. It's just work's been killing me lately. It's a very physical job, so usually by the time I get home, I'm usually pretty much exhausted. So I really haven't got a chance to make a video. But I still do my pickups. There's a lot that I've picked up since the last time I made a video, and I wanted to show them off. You guys know that I'm a big X-Men fan and Wolverine fan. I'll show you guys a couple all-new X-Men that I picked up. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, so I kind of breezed through it. But this is one of the new modern series that I'm really, I'm enjoying a lot. I really, I like the storyline, and I like what they do with the characters, and I like the way they're going with this new storyline with all new X-Men. So I did, the last couple issues I picked up was X-Men number 8, and I don't have a tripod, so excuse the shaky camera. All new X-Men number 9. Number 10 and number 11, and I am enjoying the art. I'm a big artwork fan. A lot of times when I pick up new comic books, the artwork is pretty much what attracts me, and then I see from the storyline from there. And this is something that has both. It really has really good artwork that I enjoy, and as I said, the storyline is very good. As far as an X-Men fan, I'm more into, I don't really care for all the modern books as much as I did like the older X-Men that I used to collect when I was younger, the Jim Lee run, Chris Claremont run. But these are definitely up to par, for any of you guys there that just collect the older back issues and collect either none or very few modern issues of X-Men. I would definitely go for the all-new X-Men. It's a pretty good book. Also, I told you guys a while ago I was trying to pick up the Ferris run. I have to admit, the first story arc was outstanding. I love the artwork, and I love the storyline. When it came to the second story arc, the artwork, I still love the cover art, which are all beautiful and Ferris, but I didn't care for the second story arc that much. It was so-so. It was hard to really get into, but I still continue to pick it up to see where the third arc would go. And again, I really enjoy the artwork and the covers. This is Ferris number 8, Ferris number 9. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Ferris number 10. Ferris number 11, and the second also story arc had to do with Rapunzel, a new way, or a new alternative Rapunzel type horror story arc, which was alright. It wasn't bad. This is Ferris number 12 and number 13. Number 14, this is a one-shot. This had a pretty good story. It was very interesting. It's definitely something that you wouldn't read every day. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed number 14 a lot. And number 15 starts a new story arc, The Return of the Maharaja. The cover art is beautiful as always, and I'm liking the way this story arc is going so far, so I'm definitely going to continue to pick this up. We'll see what happens, after the story arc. If they go south again, I may discontinue this. But I do, I really enjoy the artwork. I really enjoy the covers, and that's why I continue to pick this up. Also picked up from Vertigo, I went to Free Comic Book Day, and the comic shop owner, he had a nice 25% off the trade paperbacks. And I thought the cover art for this was beautiful. Flight of Angels from Vertigo. Conceived and illustrated by Rebecca Guay. I ended up reading this. The artwork inside was pretty good. I liked it. It reminds me of an old, I wouldn't say D&D, but it's definitely a fantasy type comic book that was, it was pretty interesting. And they had a bunch of different, a couple, like 3 or 4 different stories in this book that all comprised into one big storyline. That was enjoyable. It was worth picking up. The artwork was beautiful, and it was an interesting story, and it really kept me entertained. I read the whole thing in one shot. I would definitely recommend for somebody to pick this up. It was a good book, something different. Also, something new that I'm really was never a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy back in the past, but again, the artwork attracted to me. The artwork inside was very nice, and I'm starting to get into this. It's pretty good. The Guardians of the Galaxy #1. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy 0.1. #1. #2. Oh, I thought I had #3. Maybe it might be out of order. Oh, I have #3 somewhere, but it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I really enjoy it. It's one of the better books with the better storylines that I enjoy. Also, at that Chiller event I was talking about, I'd like to apologize. I never uploaded any video from that Chiller event. I went with King Joe. Just the video didn't come out good. It was very shaky, and plus, as far as the celebrities were concerned, their handlers were, I wouldn't say aggressive, but I just didn't want to get caught tape recording somebody and a handler come up to me and say I had to charge. You know, I had to pay $10 or something like that. So I really didn't get much video that was really worth putting up on YouTube. A lot of the camera work was shaky, so I didn't really, it wasn't really worth it for me to put a video up. But what I did pick up while I was there, I picked up the Monster Hunter Survival Guide. I'm not really into Xenoscope that much, but I figured I'd give it a try. The Xenoscope stand was there, so I picked up the Monster Hunter Survival Guide, Case Files Sasquatch. It was a Chiller exclusive, and from someone who doesn't really know Xenoscope, this was a good book. I enjoyed it. It was something different. It was pretty cool. It was something different, something away from the typical superhero books that I'm used to reading. And it was definitely worth picking up. I might continue to pick this up. We'll see what happens. Also picked up the Vampires Eternal Chiller exclusive. This, when I read it, it was good. It wasn't bad, but I was lost. Since I really don't know all the Xenoscope characters, they didn't really explain too much. So as far as somebody that's coming right into it, it was really hard to, understand who this was and who that was and why they had this power. But it was cool. It wasn't bad. I'm glad to have this in my collection. It's a #1, and it's an exclusive, so you can't beat it. Also got a good deal while I was there on a trade paperback, Grim Fairy Tales Robin Hood, Volume 1. I really like the cover art in this. She looks beautiful. It's really done well. And the storyline was pretty good. It was, like I said, I really don't know Grim Fairy Tales that well, but I liked the story with this. It was pretty interesting. It wasn't too graphic, but it was a little graphic in a way, but it was done well. Also, last time I went to the comic book store, I saw this Ted McKeever's Miniature Jesus. Kind of hesitant because I'm kind of a religious type person, so I was kind of hesitant to really pick this up, but I was intrigued, and I figured, hey, it's worth a shot. It's an oversized book. When I read it, it was different. It was about this alcoholic that had the stereotypical, how they say you have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on another shoulder to make this whatever decisions or moral decisions. And this guy didn't have the angel on his shoulder. He just had the devil. And he was talking about his demons, and his demons weren't metaphorical. They were more realistic is the word I'm looking for, or they were more I'm trying to figure out the right word. The demons weren't metaphorical. They were basically real. So whenever they would think about something, he would actually see it. He would actually see his demons, I believe. And the end of this book was intriguing, so I may pick up #2. I believe it's only 4 or 5 parts, so I might just pick these up and see where this is going. But it was interesting. It was a black and white. The artwork was so-so. I really didn't care for the artwork that much, but the storyline was, it was intriguing, kind of see where you want to see where #2 goes. Also, I want to give a shout out to Mixmaster Nut Gaming, Chris. He sent me a message a while back. He was basically surprised I wasn't picking up the Savage Wolverine, and I figured I'd give it a shot. And I enjoyed it. It's not bad. It's not the best modern book out right now, but it's enjoyable. It's good. I like the artwork a lot. Enjoy the banner back and forth. It's with Wolverine and I believe it's Sheena, the She-Devil, and it's drawn very well. So it definitely intrigues me and definitely keeps me interested. And I like the way I kind of like the way they're going with this. So I'm gonna definitely continue to pick this up, being a Wolverine fan that I am. But I had Savage Wolverine #1, #2. number 3, and number 4. Alright, another book. I forgot that if I put these on a video or not. I think Hitman Von Doom might have these on the video. These are one of the better books. I really don't collect a lot of IDW or independent comic books, but I figured, let me give this a shot. It's The Secret History of the Foot Clan, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I really love the artwork inside. I love the artwork for the covers. The type of artwork they have, it's more of an anime. It reminds me of, what's his name? The samurai guy, Afro Samurai. If you guys like the Afro Samurai TV show back in the day, or a couple years ago, whatever, you guys would probably enjoy this. Why not art? Into martial arts like myself. Why not art? You would like this. It was a very good story, and it was very well drawn. So I got the 4-part, which is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Very enjoyable series. I'm not picking up the ongoing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe I should. I'm not sure. I think Hitman might be picking them up, or anybody who's picking up the ongoing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let me know what you think. If it's good, if it's worth picking up. I think they're only in their 20s or something like that. So if I like it, I'll probably try and go back and get the whole run. And on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, since I enjoyed the last series so much, the Foot Clan, there's another micro series which were featuring the villains. This is micro series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Villains number 1, Krang. This was good. I liked the cover art. The art inside wasn't so good, but the storyline definitely carried it over, and I liked what they did with him. They made Krang more smarter, more intimidating villain. I really like what they did with him, and it was a very good book. And I'm definitely going to continue to pick these up. I think it's only 4 parts or something like that, 5 parts. Alright, leads me to Thanos Rising. Why are these out of order? Also, the art, definitely, it was something different. I believe they look like painted covers to me. But it's something that intrigued me. Thanos is definitely my favorite villain, if not one of my favorite villains. And I saw from the previews book, I saw a little, they give you a little page to read, and the artwork inside was very good, so I figured let me give it a try. When I read it, this is pretty damn good. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely more of a horror book. There's certain things that he was more, it was definitely more mature. Reminded me of more of a horror type book in a way, because Thanos was pretty hardcore, pretty hardcore when he was younger. They showed him when he was a baby and as him growing up so far, and this was pretty damn good. I enjoyed this book. This is definitely one of the better books that are out. I'm definitely going to continue to pick this up. I'm not sure how many parts it is, but it's Thanos Rising number 1 and number 2, and last but definitely not least, I may have shown this before, at least number 1, Thor the God of Thunder. I have to say, being an X-Men fan, I love the all-new X-Men. It's definitely one of my favorite modern books that are out. But I have to admit, I believe this is the most underrated, best drawn, and most well-written modern comic book in Marvel, or the Marvel Now series that is out, period. This book is an outstanding book. The art is by Asad Ribic, story by Jason Aaron. Anybody I was never really a Thor fan, big time. I like Thor, but I was never really a big fan as far as picking up his books. And the art intrigued me and attracted me to this book, so I figured I picked it up. And this is my favorite series that's out right now. This is one of the books that I cannot wait till the next series or next issue comes out. This is my favorite modern book right now. It is outstanding. The artwork inside is just beautiful. The covers are beautiful. It's so well drawn. It seems like each panel has so much emotion, and it reminds me of like a movie. It's just outstanding. It's very well done. But I picked up Thor number 1, number 2. I'm gonna zoom in on these covers a little. Number 3. As you guys could tell, look at these covers. They're beautiful. They're amazing. Just very hardcore. It reminds me of my old D&D days. Like, if you guys were back in the day into, like, the Dark Sun covers for those fantasy books. Brom, an artist called Gerald Brom, or Frazetta, you would love these books. Basically, it reminds me of, in a way, Frank Frazetta, if he would have a comic book and draw Thor, this would remind me of his type of work. Everything inside is beautiful. This is number 4. Number 5. And another thing I'd like to point out is that the villain in this, for some reason the name escapes me right now, is a badass, one of the most badass villains I've seen in a comic book in a long time. And when it's drawn like this, it's really, you cannot go wrong. Number 6, I think it's Gore for some reason. And number 7. But that's it for me. I just wanted to show you guys what I picked up recently. I know it's been a while. I appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to all my friends out there. Shout out to King Joe. Shout out to Hitman. Shout out to Red Vitamin Blue, X Collects, ETA Nick, The Great Legend, Schmo Daddy, Hippie, and everybody else out there. But again, thanks for watching, and Optimus trying out. Take care, guys.